Good morning and welcome to Center for Spiritual Living, Greater Dayton. My name is Reverend Catherine, and it is my pleasure to welcome you here this morning, where the vibration of love lifts us, the wisdom of the ages inspires us, and the science of mind teaching and spirit empowers us. And now we're going to start a video, The Face of God, with Karen Drucker.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu es l'image de Dieu.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu es l'image de l'amour.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu sei la luce di Dio.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu sei il volto dell'amore.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. The face of love. You are the face of love. The face of love. I hold you in my heart. You in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. You are the face of God, the face of God. I hold you in my heart, you in my heart. You are a part of me, You are the face of God, the face of God. You are the face of God.
Eres la luz de Dios.
I hold you in my heart.
Eres la cara del amor.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face
Tu sei la luce di Dio.
You are the face.
You are the face of God.
You are the face
Tu es l'image de Dieu.
You are the face.
You are the face of God.
You are the face
Oh,
of
c'est
God.
la luz de Dieu.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of God.
God. You are the face
Tu
of God.
es خدایی.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of God.
You are the face of God.
Eres la luz de Dios.
You are the face of
CSL Greater Dayton. We are an inclusive spiritual organization. We teach qualities and values like oneness, compassion, and love. We honor you and all people, wherever we are on our spiritual journeys. Our vision is to awaken to the spiritual magnificence of ourselves, our one humanity, and our planet. Our mission is to transform ourselves and therefore transform the world. And our purpose, we are a community of love that supports all people in experiencing real transformation. And now I'd like to introduce practitioner Andy Hawk as she does our invocation and our candle lighting.
Thank you, Reverend Catherine. Let's just connect now with that divine presence that is within us, within each of us, and within all of us. For we are one, and we are God expressing, for there is just one divine presence, and we are all expressions of that one presence. And I know that that presence of God and all the qualities of God, all the characteristics of God, all the truth of God is living through us, is expressing through us, is manifesting as us. Right here and right now in this service. You know that every part of the service is perfect in every way. I know that Reverend Catherine and Patrick and everyone connected with this service is just being God right here, right now. And that everyone who is listening to us online is also a part of that oneness, is also part of creating this service. For we do it all together. We manifest God all together as one. And I just give thanks for our chance to be together, our chance to connect. I give thanks that we are able to do this online when circumstances happen that keep us from being able to be present physically. And I know that perfect divine order is also manifesting for the center, for our building, knowing that it is going to be right back again next week. And we're going to be right back to being in person next week. I release all of this into the law, into the truth, the subjective medium that always says yes, that always brings forth whatever is put into it. I release it, I let it be, and so it is. And next, we're going to have our readings in honor of world religions. The first reading is in honor of Native American tradition. May the stars carry your sadness away. May the flowers fill your heart with beauty. May hope forever wipe away your tears. And above all, may silence make you strong. That's Chief Dan George. Our second reading honors Baha'i. Know that you are where you are, not by chance, but by the design of your Creator, for your development and for the development of others around you. Abdul Baha. Our third reading honors Buddhism. Health is not simply the absence of illness. Real health is the will to overcome every form of adversity and use even the worst of circumstances as a springboard for new growth and development. Simply put, the essence of health is the constant renewal and rejuvenation of life. And that is from Daisaku Ikeda. Our fourth reading honors Old Norse paganism. Mother Earth, enlighten what's dark in me. Strengthen what's weak in me. Mend what's broken in me. Heal what's sick in me. And lastly, revive whatever peace and love has died in me. Our fifth reading honors Christianity. It is God who arms me with strength and keeps my way secure. It's from Psalm 18:32. Our sixth reading honors Sikhism. Even kings and emperors with heaps of wealth and vast dominion cannot compare with an ant filled with the love of God. From Guru Nanak. And finally, our last reading honors the science of mind and spirit. Never let anything cause you to doubt your ability to demonstrate the truth. Conceive of your word as being the thing. See the desire as an already accomplished fact and rest in perfect confidence, peace, and certainty, never looking for results, never wondering, never becoming anxious, never becoming hurried nor worried. Those who do not understand this attitude may think that you are inactive. But remember, to him who can think perfectly, practice inaction, all things are possible. And that's our founder, Ernest Holmes. Next, we have another song. This is Water by Daniel Namad.
I've seen my share of struggle when I thought that I knew best, when I've sailed through a storm instead of stopping to rest. And it always seems the hardest when I've made up my stubborn mind. Well, I'm changing my ways this time. Wanna be like water coming down a mountain into shadowy canyons, flowing from pool to stream. Wanna be like water, head uphill no more. I am bound for the sea. Have you ever seen an eagle head straight into the wind? He doesn't pick a fight, he spreads his wings and just gives in. And in the end he always makes it home just fine. I guess he knows that every storm subsides. Wanna be like water coming down a mountain into shadowy canyons, flowing from pool to stream. Wanna be like water, head uphill no more. I am bound for the sea. I'll let nature take its course. No more thinking that I know where this river's meant to go. I have railed against the stars for the cards that I've been dealt, for the lottery I've never won, for the heartache that I've felt. But it always seems when I let go of expectation and regret, life has plenty of surprises for me, yeah. I wanna be like water coming down a mountain into shadowy canyons, flowing from pool to stream. Wanna be like water, head uphill no more. I am bound for the sea. Wanna be like water coming down a mountain into shadowy canyons, flowing from pool to stream. Wanna be like water, head uphill no more. I am bound for the sea.
Today we're blessed to have not just one but two readings. The first one is from our founder, Ernest Holmes. You are to find the roots of your life in pure spirit. lose your sense of being separated from your good, and you will find that you are united with it. And our second reading is from Max Planck, a German theoretical physicist. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And now I'd like to welcome back Reverend Catherine for our wonderful Sunday message.
Thank you very much, Andy. So I am so glad to be here online with everybody today. We've got a little situation just to be worked out at the center, and I know it will go easily and effortlessly. So thanks for joining us here this morning. And thanks for, I'm in my new home now, and I am just very, very excited about it. I feel very welcomed and loved where I am, and that's just the way home ought to feel, right? And so, yay, I'm now in Dayton and local and very, very grateful. So this month's theme for August invites us to pause for guidance, rest, rejuvenation, and prepare for the next leg of our journey. We welcome joy and innovation, authenticity, vulnerability, and the opportunity to evolve our thinking. So that's the theme for this month of August. And today's topic is, it's time for a personal tune-up to ensure we are aligned with our life values so that we may continue on our path whole and with joy. We consider being in alignment with our personal values of spirituality, relationships, time, and health. In our global vision statement that's related to today's topic, we see a world in which each and every person lives in alignment with his or her highest spiritual principle, emphasizing unity with God and the connection with each other. A world in which individually and collectively we are called to a higher state of consciousness and action. We believe that the kingdom of heaven is within us and that we experience this kingdom to the degree that we become conscious of it. We believe the ultimate goal of life to be a complete emancipation from all discord of every nature, and that this goal is sure to be attained by all. When we tune up our cars, it makes our engine easier to start. It improves fuel economy, lowers emissions, restores lost pep and power, and improves the engine performance. Wouldn't you like to start your day more easily, improve how much energy you feel, lower the negative experiences in your life, restore your pep and power, and improve your performance? When we go for our chiropractic adjustment, it tunes up and aligns our spine. Would you like to realign with the infinite? When we go to the dentist, it improves the health of our teeth. Wouldn't you like to have increased vitality? Are you getting a regular prayer tune-up? Meister Eckhart says, be willing to be a beginner every single morning. Being teachable also means being humble. Being humble creates an inner freedom from having to protect those parts that we try to hide from ourselves and others. In other words, we develop a quiet, understanding, and compassionate heart. We embrace our humanness. For many, when we fail at something that is important to us, a job or a relationship, for example, our self-esteem plummets because we tied our self-worth to those things. This is not so when we have humility. Our ability to withstand failure or criticism comes from our sense of fundamental value of being human rather than from outer means. So when we fail at a task or don't live up to expectations, it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with us. In order to grow, we learn. And in order to learn, we have to be teachable. And to be teachable, we have to be humble. I'd like to share this story with you by Jean L. Pellegrino on change and growth. Long ago, when the world was very new, there was a certain lobster who was determined that the Creator had made a mistake. So he set up an appointment to discuss the matter. "With all due respect," said the lobster, "I wish to complain about the way you designed my shell. You see, just as I got used to the one outer casing, I have to shed it for another. Very inconvenient and rather a waste of time." To which the Creator replied, "I see, but do you realize that it is giving you up one shell that allows you to grow into another?" "But I like myself just the way I am," the lobster said. "You've made up your mind?" the Creator asked. "Indeed," said the lobster, stating it firmly. "Very well," smiled the Creator. "From now on, your shell will not change, and you may go about your business just as you do right now." "That's very kind of you," said the lobster, and left. At first, the lobster was very content wearing the same old shell. But as time passed, he found that once his light, comfortable shell was becoming quite heavy and tight. After a while, in fact, the shell became so cumbersome that the lobster couldn't feel anything at all outside of himself. As a result, he was constantly bumping into others. Finally, it got to the point where he could hardly even breathe. So, with great effort, he went back to see the Creator. "With all due respect," the lobster sighed, "contrary to what you promised, my shell has not remained the same. It keeps shrinking." "Not at all," smiled the Creator. "It has remained the same size. What happened is that you changed inside, within your shell." The Creator continued, "You see, everything changes continuously. No one remains the same. That's the way I made things. When you let go of your shell and choose to grow," said the Creator, "you build new strength within yourself. And in that strength, you find new capacity to love yourself, to love those around you, to love life itself. This is my plan for each one." Can you relate to this story? I certainly can. So let's choose to lose unhappiness, judgment, and victim mentality. We can lose it just like we found it. We can create a ritual and just let that go, allowing what we want to reveal itself within each of us. To truly find it, we must share that which we want more of in our lives. We must share a new story. If we want more peace, we need to find ways to share that peace in the world. If we want more love, we find ways to be more loving to more people. If we want more friends, be a friend to somebody first. Be the first one to reach out. Don't wait. Take that step and reach out to be a friend to someone. You know, it's interesting that in our culture, when we think of failure, we think of it as something that is negative, because sometimes it does feel that way. You know, I was just sharing with a friend last evening that I think it was Steve Jobs who spoke with his employees and said, you know, if everything's working all the time, then we're not thinking big enough. We're not thinking outside of the box. So he actually expected his employees to fail. And that in that failure, that caused an opportunity to learn and to grow. And if everything's working perfect all the time, then we're not taking much risk. So in this time of a spiritual tune-up, take more risk and turning within to expand and to grow and to be willing to try something unique and different so that we can grow. Our shells are expanding. We were created that way. We were created to be expansive. And so turning within for that spiritual tune-up. And just like cars, we need a tune-up. We also need to take time on a regular basis to have that spiritual tune-up. So just consider to take this week to reevaluate our life, your life. I do this for my life, to get support with a prayer practitioner, or sign up for classes that are coming this fall that will be offered. Sign up for a class, expand your knowledge and your awareness, and be willing to be humble and teachable. And most of all, be willing to lose those things that don't look good on you. Judgment isn't a flattering on anybody. Start being that which you want to experience more of in the world. We already have it within us. We are already that perfect expression of spirit. So that spiritual tune-up brings us to that guidance within us, that love and that joy and the harmony, the things that we experience and want to experience more of. So again, get support. See a prayer practitioner regularly and get a prayer partner. Be teachable. Take classes in areas of life that you'd like to see improved. Maybe it's a pottery class. Maybe it's a science of mind class. Some class that expands your joy and your love of life. Try it on. I mean, I can just imagine for myself, maybe going to a community center and taking a pottery class and, just placing my hands in that clay and see what happens, see what gets created. Because we are each co-creators of our lives. And then share that which you are seeking. Again, if you're seeking more love, bring more love. If you're seeking peace and harmony, become still and have that be present. Share that which you are seeking. And this is a quote from Ernest Holmes, the essential Ernest Holmes. To learn how to think is to learn how to live. For each person, by thinking, can bring into their experience whatsoever they desire. If one thinks correctly and becomes a living embodiment of their thoughts, this is not done by holding thoughts, but by knowing the truth. And please now join me in our affirmative prayer, our spiritual mind treatment, as we turn within to recognize that essence within us, that essence of life that I call spirit, that I call God, that I call love intelligence. It matters not what you call it. It is that presence within me, within each of us, that created the beautiful sounds of the bird, that created the magnificence of the trees in the forest, the patter of raindrops, the beautiful sunlight shining on the leaves and the green grass, all of nature. For God created itself in each of us. It gave us life, and it gave us life abundantly and fully, and that all that we need is already provided. It has already been given to us. So right now, I know that in that spiritual tune-up that we open to that prosperity, we open to that love and that joy. We open to life itself, capital L, life. We open to spirit, knowing that within us we have all that is needed or necessary for the absolute fulfillment of a joyful, prosperous life. And that spiritual tune-up is just turning within and becoming still and listening to that calm, no place, every place. God is that which is within us, always guiding, guarding, and pulling us forward into our next fullest expression of ourselves. We are each unique expressions of the one, and there is only one. And we are each connected to this oneness. We are a part of it. And it is necessary for each of us to make that oneness, that wholeness. And so it is with great celebration, I recognize this spirit as my life, as all of life. And I tune into that today, moment by moment. Every step that I take is God expressing himself in that moment in my life. And as I know this is true for me, I know that this is true for everyone hearing my voice here. And I know that it is true for everyone on the planet, all 8 billion of us, that God is expressing as harmony, as love, as joy. And I feel that. And it makes me smile. For I know that God is good. And I know that God is expressing through me and as me. And I am so, so grateful. And with this gratitude, with this overwhelming sense of my heart opening, I am truly, truly grateful. So I simply release this prayer, release this word into that medium, that creative medium that only says yes to love, yes to more joy, yes to more abundance and prosperity. And so I just simply let it be and let it go and rest in this truth. And so it is. Amen. Blessings. Thank you.
Take a breath right here. Take a breath, take a holy breath here, right here. Take a breath right here. Take a breath, take a holy breath here. Take a breath, take a holy breath here, right here. Take a breath, take a holy breath here, right here. Take a breath, take a holy breath here, right here. Take a breath, take a holy breath right here. Take a breath, take a holy breath here, right here. Take a breath, take a holy breath here, right here. Take a breath, take a holy breath right here. As we're lifted up into the spiritual domain, we begin to see a little bit differently. There's a broadcast going on. This broadcast comes from within you. There's a song singing within you. There is something within you that wants to express. There is something within you that wants to come forward. You are anointed and appointed by the Spirit as the image and likeness of divine and ultimate reality. As we bank in that domain, we bring heaven to earth as a spiritual practice. Wake up and say to yourself, I'm taking an adventure in paradise. And guess what? I'm taking you with me. I'm activating my spiritual stimulus package. I'm taking an adventure in paradise. Begins with an awareness that you're sourced and fueled and funded by a renewable resource which is within you. It never runs out. It is your essence. It's your life. Your divine spiritual stimulus package is activating the gifts of divinity within you that you may express them. You will express them beyond your wildest imagination. And joy breaks out all over. It's the real source. Feel it in your bones. Take a holy breath and say to yourself, I'm taking an adventure in paradise. And guess what? I'm taking you with me. I'm activating my spiritual stimulus package. I'm taking an adventure in paradise. In order to have this stimulus package, stop looking outside for help. Become still and listen with that inner ear. Life is everywhere, joy is everywhere, love is everywhere. Why don't we see that?
That is a great song. I love that. We are taking an adventure in paradise, indeed. Thank you, Patrick. I really appreciate that. Now is the time for our conscious giving. And there are several ways that you can provide your gift or your tithe to Centers for Spiritual Living Greater Dayton. You can mail it, you can text it, and you can go to our website and there's a donate button there. You select that and there's a little bit of information to fill out. Easy breezy. And you can also donate right now on Facebook. There is a donate button. And if you select that, you can make your gift or your tithe there. And your gift and tithe makes it possible for us to share the Science of Mind teachings, not only in our community, but literally out into the world. And I believe at this time in our humanity, Science of Mind teaching is a gift to all of us. So please share your gift and make it possible for us to share Science of Mind to the world. Thank you. Everything that you give to the center, our leadership council, we look at that. We do have a budget and we hold to our budget very well. And we remain grateful for the gifts that you give to us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And please remember to use your Kroger's or Dorothy Lane Market and Amazon Smile programs, where whatever purchases that you make, that some of that comes back to us with no additional cost to you. So thank you for using those ways to contribute to the center. Now, please take your gift and place it over your heart. Whether you have given in whatever way, that gift is coming from your heart. So just take a moment now and turn within. And I will read The Millionaires of Genesis by Catherine Ponder. Divine substance cannot be withheld from us, and divine substance cannot be taken from us. We are the rich, radiant substance of the universe. We are master of substance, and we take control of substance in our thoughts, in our words, and in our actions now. Since divine substance owns all things, divine substance is the one and only capital R reality in our financial affairs now. We praise our world as the perfect creation of divine substance. And we now see more financial income for ourselves and our center than we have ever seen before. We invite the powerful and loving substance of the universe to pour out unlimited wealth upon us. We claim our millionaire heritage of increased health, wealth, and happiness right now. And now I'd like to bring Andy back for a few announcements.
Thank you, Reverend Catherine. I do have a few announcements for you. Do you have creative skills at making short videos and looking for a way to serve this community? Please talk with Reverend Catherine. Let's create something wonderful to share on our website and get our message out into the greater community. We want to share our Science of Mind teaching and spirit with everyone. All Zoom and other information are always in our weekly e-newsletter. If you'd like to receive our weekly e-newsletter, please let Reverend Catherine know by leaving her a message or a text at 614-506-4261. And if you would like to help out with our yard work and making the exterior of the center beautiful, please join Teresa Napke the first Saturday of each month, which will be this coming Saturday, from 9 to 11 for a yard work day. If you'd like prayer, we are available to you here in the sanctuary. Well, okay, this is canned. We are normally available to you in the sanctuary right after the service. Today, we're not going to do that because we're here online. But if you need prayer, you can always call somebody. You can always text somebody, or you can call our prayer line, which is at 937-343-5855. You can call that number or text it. And you can also request prayer on our website, which is www.cslgd.org. And please reach out to the Practitioner Corps. We are here to help you. We're here to support you. And now, bring Reverend Catherine back for the rest of our service.
Yes, thank you very much, Andy.
you.
Man, what a beautiful, gorgeous day out. I'm looking out my window and I'm just looking out at all this green, and it's just so beautiful. So wherever you are, find some greenery, find some space where you can commune with nature today. And I would like to thank the service team this morning. I'd like to thank practitioner Andy Hawk for her service this morning. And I'd also like to thank practitioner emeritus Marge Russell for holding the high watch, and Patrick Schmalstig for our audio video team and for making this service possible online. Please send them some love and praise on our Facebook chat, and please share our page with your friends and on Facebook and or YouTube. And if this is your first time with us here this morning, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so glad that you're here with us. And we want you to know that there's more information if you visit our website at www.cslgd.org for our previous messages, as well as our calendar of events and classes. You are very, very important to us. Please come back and join us either in person or online. We keep our services online, and soon we'll be back in our building to enjoy each other's company in person, because we love to give our hugs, don't we? Yeah. Okay, so for, just another announcement or two. Now that we are open, your sacred service is a gift to our center. And there are plenty of opportunities to serve. If you have any questions about that, you can see Kathy Rice, myself, or any member of the Leadership Council for ways that you can serve. And you know, serving is a unique spiritual practice, because to serve with joy helps all of us to express the divine. And you know, for me, to serve is one of the greatest gifts that I can give of myself. And it just feels so good to do so. And I know that sometimes, you know, we can get caught into this loop like, oh, yeah, well, you know, I served one time and I got stuck for 30 years doing the same thing. That is not the case. Please consider serving for 6 months and know that you can get out of that. If you're not serving with joy, then that is not the correct service for you, because serving or giving is a gift of love and joy. And if it doesn't feel that way, you may not be in the most perfect way of serving, and it may not call to you. But there are many, many ways that you can serve. So please know that it is not forever. You can switch around and try different things and get creative. We need you. You are a part of this community. So please bring your act of service with joy and with love, and become a part of this community by participating in it in ways that fill you. Another announcement that I have is that Thursday's Community Connection on Zoom is now on the 2nd and the 4th of the month and you'll find all that information out there on the e-newsletter, the connection, the time, and all of that. And we are now continuing to do our morning meditation practice that starts at 8 a.m. It's only 15 minutes. It's a reading and a little bit of silent, just centering in on the reading of what we have read. And it's only 15 minutes. So come and join us. We do that every morning at 8 a.m. with the exception of Sunday. And come on, come check it out, try it out. We have been doing that for quite a while, and we like it. So come and join us. Let's see. I think that is about it for this morning. So again, thank you so much for joining us. And now we're going to do our affirmation, and then we're going to follow that up with a lovely music video, Come Celebrate with Kids. The affirmation is, I commit to the highest vision for my life. Namaste. Have a wonderful day.
To last throughout the years.
So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gonna celebrate your party with you. Come on. Celebration.
Let's all celebrate and have a good time.
Celebration.
We're gonna celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure?
Everyone around the world,
Come on. It's your celebration.
celebrate good times. Come on. Celebrate good times. Come on.
There's a party going on right here, a celebration to last throughout the years.